can forget the day, June the 1st, 2019, when Andy Ruiz Jr. shocked the entire world, and defeated Anthony Joshua for the heavyweight title to become the first ever Mexican heavyweight of the world. 6 months later, the guys are back for a rematch. Arguably the most anticipated rematch in the history of heavyweight boxing. We're excited about this one.
Definitely. Excited is an understatement.
Big
We're ready
one.
to go.
Massive.
We're ready to go. Listen, it's this coming weekend. Both camps have been intense. We see Andy Ruiz losing some weight, making sure that he's becoming
and
even
Anthony
quicker.
Joshua
And
trimming
Anthony
down as well.
Exactly, trimming down. So it's going to be interesting to see how quick Andy Ruiz Jr. will become during that boxing match, and we'll just see how it goes.
Let's start with AJ. Let's start with AJ because he lost the fight spectacularly in June the 1st. It was a beatdown. He lost the fight. So going into this match with a man that has already knocked you out. What is his mindset? What do you think is his mindset going into this one? And how fragile is he going to be on the fight in terms of just his whole approach in the mind?
Look, with him, I'm sure the trainer will be more careful. He won't be as brazen as he was in the first fight because he was looking to throw it down. But when he went toe-to-toe with Andy put him to sleep. He put him to sleep. So I think it's going to be more tactical, in fact, from both camps. But sticking with AJ, I think it's going to be more tactical, feeling him out, not going in as much as he was going in the first fight. And in terms of mental state, I think he's shook. I think he's really shook. And I know boxers try to huff it up and puff it up.
He's pretending to be very tough. It seems like he's putting up a very tough face.
He's reaching, and he knows he's gonna get knocked the fuck out. So it's one of those things where he's like, no, I'm gonna do this. No, he's fragile. That's what it is. And in fact, what he's doing is trying to psych himself out, so he can be up for the match. But mentally, he's fragile.
I remember there's one guy who asked him, have you been thinking about Andy Ruiz Jr. in the past few months and going into the rematch fight? He's like, no, I was thinking about myself and how I'm going to be doing things different. But I'm like, no, come on.
No.
Come on. I'm sure the guy has been giving you sleepless nights and it can't not be in your mind.
I
understand where it's coming from in terms of him looking at his game and how he can improve.
No, man,
but at the same time, you can't not look at the guy who knocked you out.
He's just playing the humble card. Listen, he's been having nightmares about the dude. Like Andy Ruiz Jr. is the Mexican boogeyman for Anthony Joshua right now. So he's like, yes, he's working on himself and whatever. But there's been nights where he's been having sleepless nights and sweat outbursts over Andy Ruiz.
I think the spectacular thing about that knockout fight, that knockout victory for Ruiz, was that it wasn't just a knockout like the usual one-punch knockout. He beat the fight out of him.
There was a flurry of combos.
Like, he beat the fight out of him. He almost quit.
In fact, he had quit, guys. Let's be honest.
As much as he's denying the fact that he did
quit. There was a time at Jonge, the last knockout, when the referee stopped, his mouthpiece went. And what do I
do next?
So no, he was beat and he did give up. I don't care what anybody says. A man's given up if you look him straight in the eye and he was out. And he looked out stepping into the ring, but
looking away from the referee as well, turning his back to the ref.
Exactly. So
not responding.
I'm telling Andy, for such a large man, this is the biggest man in history of boxing, I would imagine, with the weakest chin in history.
His chinny.
Glass chin. So Andy Ruiz, just another flurry, he's out.
Let's look at Andy now.
Andy.
What does he do anything different?
Look, he's representing us fat boys, Fat boys on the wing, son.
Does he do anything differently though? Because it worked in the first fight. He's lost the weight. He's still big. But he's lost considerable amount of weight. He looks a lot slimmer than he did in the first fight.
I like what he said. He said the pressure's all on Joshua, so they're looking, his campers, there have been whispers of them being more calculating, not doing those flurries as much, just waiting for him to do as much as do the mistakes so they can counter. So I think it will be different. I don't think it will be toe-to-toe as it was in the first match. But a little bit more reserved, but still, I think it's going to be a counter-attack.
He's also been mentioning that people are still underestimating him going into this fight.
Of course.
People still think
they are.
He'll lose the fights against Joshua.
Yeah, of course they are, because he's a fat boy from Mexico. Like, that's like the worst combination. Like, that is not your stereotypical vision of an athlete. Do you get what I'm saying? So, and you get Anthony Joshua, who looks like this Adonis, like this Greek god, and
which is the beauty of boxing.
Yes,
anyway.
Exactly. And he's so marketable. I haven't seen. Hopefully, there have been marketing opportunities for Andy Ruiz Jr., but he'll always be the underdog. And you know,
get fat kids. You'll be a world champion.
So you know us at Sports Express Show. I mean, we love the underdog. So I don't want to lie to you. I'm 100% behind Andy Ruiz. Got nothing against Anthony Joshua, but he's doing it for the fat boys on the wing. That's a typical example of a fat boy on the wing. He shouldn't be on the wing, but he's dollaring.
He has all the belts.
Exactly. So I hopefully he dollars.
I want you to break it down for me in terms of your prediction. So you're gonna give me winner on the night, and which round, and what kind of a win is it gonna be?
Okay.
If you break it down nicely.
Okay.
Give me rounds.
I'll give you. Let's start with winner. Andy Ruiz Jr.
Another win for Ruiz.
Another win for Ruiz
Title
Jr.
defense?
Title defense, definitely. Which round? The first 3 rounds will be slow. They will pick up at the end of the 3rd round. We should
similar to the first fight as well?
Similar to the first fight. We should see a little bit more movement between 4, 5, and 6. I'm seeing between 6 and 7 he knocks him out.
Just like the last round, he knocked him out in the 7th as well.
Yeah, so I don't see it going to. Honestly speaking, I don't see it going over 8 rounds.
8 rounds.
I don't see it.
So 8 or less.
8 or less.
Is what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Knockout. Gone.
Done. Finish.
What happens to Anthony Joshua after this if he loses?
Retire. Go to the Bahamas.
Come on.
Eat your money.
Come on.
Listen, his career, I'm saying it now. I like nothing against.
Because you might be saying it like it's a joke, but it's actually very serious.
No,
it could be done after this.
No, this is serious stuff. Listen, if this guy loses, he should retire. It's the end of his career, and if he loses the way he lost
the first one,
it's game over. Like he should just athenge yacht, and go sail the world, bro. Nobody will deny that he was once a world champion. I mean, he held nobody will deny that he beat Orlando Klitschko. Nobody will deny that. It's all on record. So nobody will say he's a whack champion, but his career is, especially if he loses the way he lost, it's tickets. Die. Finish. Goodbye, Anthony Joshua. It was nice while you were still here, but get the out.
You heard it from the man. You heard it from the man.
Look, it's done. Here, guys, thank you again for tuning in. Comment, like, and subscribe. Tell us what you think is going to happen during the match.
Who's going to win the fight?
Who's going to win the fight, guys? Comment below. Check us next week. Thank you again. Peace.